Hi everyone and welcome. So in the previous video we have covered that how you can set up historian module in the neuron. So once you set up the historian module in the neuron, you can use that historian module to log your alarm history in the MongoDB database. You can log event history in the MongoDB database, and you can log the tag history to the MongoDB database. And once you log all those events, alarms and the tag history, you can use that in the future. So if we are going to log the alarm in the database, in the MongoDB database using the historian module, then whenever we require that alarm history, we can retrieve it from the database. And if we are logging the tag history data in the database, then whenever we require, we will create a graph out of it, okay, by retrieving the values, and we can check the history of that tag, that when it was high, when it was low, everything. So in this video we are going to see how you can set up and view the historical alarm in the neuron node using this historian module. Okay, without historian module you cannot set up historical alarm in the neuron node. So that's why we have covered the configuration of historian module in the previous video, and now we will see how you can historize the alarm in the neuron node. So here is my neuron node up and running, and I can log into my neuron node, and yeah, in the data, in the real time, you can see I am reading the data from my Modbus TCP devices. Okay, I can change the value, and I am having the update of this value. Okay, I have created one alarm in the previous video for the holding register 1. If you go to the config section, if you go to the tag, and here for the holding register 1, you can see the first alarm, which is between set points alarm. So whenever the holding register 1 value is in between 80 to 100, we will receive an alarm. If you go to the alarm and if you go to the real-time alarm, then you can see previously there was alarm, but it was clear and it was unacknowledged. So I'm going to acknowledge this alarm now, and I'm going to trigger this alarm again by changing the values. You can see the alarm is active and it is unacknowledged, but we want to historize this alarm. So whenever required, we can fetch the history and we can have a report that this much of alarm was generated previously at that time, and it was acknowledged or not, it was cleared or not, everything. Okay, so how you can do that? So let me disable or clear the alarm, and now we will acknowledge it. So if you want to historize your events and alarm, you have to go to the config section. Here you can see this node. So you have to click on the node. You can see alarm and event, and in the history, the enable is false. So right now there is no history enable for alarm and events. So I'm going to change it to true. Okay. And the historian we are going to use is the local historian, which I have created in the previous video. So it will use this module to historize the data in the MongoDB database. And whenever we require to view the historical data, we can retrieve the information from the database and we can view the historical data. Okay, now rate of change is 5000. I am going to change it to 2000, and I'm going to save it. Okay, now my every alarm and every event is logging into the database. I can go to the real time. I can generate the alarm for on value to 85. Okay, I'm going to change the value to 20 so the alarm gets clear. Okay, it is clear. I am not going to acknowledge. Now I will change value to 99. You can see it's active and unacknowledged. I'm going to acknowledge it. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to clear the alarm again. Okay, it's clear. Now we want to see the history of the alarm generated. Okay, then where we can see. So in the alarm section, you can see the historical. So you have to go to the historical and you can refresh it. So you can see previously we have 85 value. Okay, where we have generated the alarm, and then after it was cleared automatically without any acknowledgement, and then after we have changed the value to 99. Okay, and then after we have acknowledged that alarm, and then after the current value is 50. You can see that the alarm is clear and it was acknowledged. So this is how you can view the historical alarm in the neuron node, and here you can select the start date and the end date as per your requirement. Okay, so once you click on this date, it will ask you to set the date as per your requirement. So you can click here and then you can click here to view the entire May data. You can auto reload the alarm history as well. Every 300 seconds you can change the interval as per your requirement. And if you are connecting to any other node, okay, any other remote node, and if you want to see the alarm history for that node, then also you can view that alarm history by using this node option. Okay, right now we have the local node only, but if you have any remote node in your network, then also you can view the alarm for that remote node if it is configured. Okay, so this is how you can enable the alarm and event history in the N3uron. So first of all, you have to go to the config section and you have to set up the historian in the N3uron. And then after, you have to click on the node and you have to enable the history for alarm and events with the historian module which you have created. And once you create it, you will see all the historical alarm and event data here. So if I change the value to 85 again, okay, and if I make it 0 again, if I make it 98 again, if I make it 20 again, and if we refresh it, then you will see we have this much of alarm generated. Everything was unacknowledged and it was clear in the last. So you will see entire alarm history in the historical tab of alarm. So this is how you can historize your alarm in the N3uron. Okay, and if you still have any question or any doubt, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp. Also, you can filter your alarm as per your requirement. Also, you can export the alarm in the CSV file if you require. So I hope this thing is clear, and if you still have any question or any doubt, then you know where to ask. We have all social media platform link available here. You can ask whatever convenient for you. Also, you can email me, or also you can comment on this video. Okay, so we will meet you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.